I want the same thing for local businesses. I want facts, I want opinions, and I want everything in between. The business profile pages on most directory sites are rather like what you'd see in a print Yellow Pages book, and they're sort of dry and static. So there's a real opportunity to evolve profile pages into a more current and complete view of what's going on in the business, incorporating things like reviews, special offers, recent news, and microblogging gives consumers a lot more information when they're making a decision. And it also gives the people who are part of that business a place where they can have a voice. What's interesting is that for a lot of local businesses, it's my relationship with the people who are part of that business that make me a loyal customer. An ideal solution answers questions and makes suggestions. Sometimes I'm not sure what I'm looking for, as was the case with the stroller. Getting my questions answered is an essential part of the decision-making process. And sometimes I'm not even sure of what the question is. So an ideal solution should make suggestions based on my behavior and my interests. Services like Yahoo Answers and JustAnswers.com have the Q&A portion, and recommendation engines have been a part of e-commerce sites for a long time, but they haven't yet made their way into directory sites. Bringing these capabilities into local search is a key product of serving consumers who aren't yet sure what they're looking for. An ideal solution lets me know what my friends think. This is, I think, one of the most important ones. What I'd really, really like to see is a way to find and select businesses based on what my family and friends think. If I'm looking for a plumber, the recommendation of a friend means a lot more to me than knowing what a stranger thinks, even though I'm also interested in what a stranger thinks. I want a local solution that allows me to overlay my social network with results. I don't want to just see what my friends think right now. I also want a service that lets me see what they've thought over time, and with friends and also their friends. So until an online solution can incorporate more of these kinds of decision-making tools, I'll still rely on my offline network to make a lot of local decisions. So the last section, before I finish, there's probably one question that a few of you are asking, which is, you know, this is all great, but what about the money? How are we going to make money doing this? And I'm going to talk about this just a little bit, and if you want to talk more about it afterwards, that would be great. I really believe that in fully meeting consumer needs, that you will be able to have long-term revenue success with a local search site. So first, the revenue will come from usage. You'll get more direct traffic, consumers will come back more often, and search engine traffic will increase. All of this increases business views, which can be monetized. Direct traffic will increase because your properties will offer consumers functionality they can't get elsewhere. And by creating a community around content, you develop a social connection between your users and your advertisers. According to a study done by Jupiter, users who contribute product reviews or post messages visit sites 9 times more often than non-contributing users do. Search engine traffic will increase as you develop richer information around business data. In particular, encouraging user-generated content tends to result in long-tail keyword combinations that you wouldn't have come up with on your own. That's something we've seen a lot in GuideSpot and the keywords that are driving traffic to GuideSpot. And the content that users add to your site is something that they're likely to link to themselves from their blogs or from Twitter or other sites. And those type of deep links will also help with your search engine ranking. We have a concrete example of this from GuideSpot. When we added excerpts of guides to the business profile pages, business listing pages shot up in Google listings. So revenue will also come from pay-for-performance advertising. According to a study done by Morgan Stanley last year, more than half of online ad spending is now dedicated to pay-for-performance advertising, and the number's been going up every year. By offering richer, more engaging experience to consumers, you enable ad products that focus on results for advertisers. This both expands your market of potential advertisers and helps you retain your existing online advertising base. And the last one, the revenue will come from premium ad products. There are a lot of opportunities to upsell ad products as you move beyond names and addresses on a map and really build a strong usage base. I'll give you a couple examples. You can use engagement functionality like bookings or requests for quote, the restaurant bookings we saw earlier today. You can offer services relating to getting your advertisers out into the social sphere, and you can develop products that help advertisers target consumers geographically and by interest. My son Aaron just turned 2 this week, and so now instead of being in the stroller, he'd rather be running alongside the stroller. I still encounter times all the time as a parent that I don't know what I'm doing and I need to rely on my social network, but now I'm also in the position of being able to recommend things to my friends. When I think about how much has changed in my own behavior in the last couple years, I look forward to what Aaron will be doing when he gets old enough to be doing searches. I think the world will be a tremendous opportunity. There'll be so many more different, richer ways for him to find the things that he's looking for. So my company, Local Matters, has been exploring how to create engaging and useful tools for consumers while making sure that that translates into leads for advertisers. That's really what our core product, Destination Search, is about. And we've been adding the social concepts into that with our new product, Destination Search Social Edition. Thanks for being here, and I'll take any questions if you have any. I also put my Twitter addresses up there. The Matters Local one is the company blog, and I've been tweeting about the conference. And the personal one, you can find out more about Aaron and why he's so fabulous.
We're running a little late, but I'll have one question here through email from Ilan Levy. Searching on social networks is time-consuming and full of uncertainty. Is it still worthwhile compared to Yellow Pages?
Well, I think that it is worthwhile, but I think that's an opportunity, actually. There's a way that directory publishers can take advantage of the benefits on a social network, which is those connections with people and the idea that I can get a recommendation from somebody who's like me. I think there's an opportunity to build something similar into a directory site that would be less time-consuming and sort of more targeted to the type of search you're doing. I'm actually the one who asked that question about Sebastian, of saying, well, you know, that Sony New York listing you got was so broad. I think directory publishers have the opportunity to take that kind of information and make it more narrow and directed for local searches.
Okay, thank you very much.